I bought every Galaxy Z Fold 7 case from Samsung, and today we're going to take a look at the cases and help you figure out which one's for you. I also picked up this rugged MagSafe case with a neat little trick that we'll check out later in the video. By the way, today's the last day to get the pre-order deals on the Fold 7, as well as my exclusive bonus discount on top of those deals. So if you want to get the Fold 7 and the maximum savings, you could use my affiliate links in the description and pinned comment. Let's start with the Carbon Shield case. We got a little pull tab here. We get the case itself, which is extremely thin, an alignment tray for the included screen protectors, tools to install the screen protectors, dust removal stickers, instructions for installing the case, and instructions for installing the screen protector. And inside here we get 2 screen protectors. And these are flexible screen protectors, these are not glass protectors. So the first thing you'll notice with this case is that it just covers the back half of the phone. There is no front portion of the case. It's just the screen protector. And this is outrageously thin. I mean, we do have a really tiny raised bezel here above the cameras to give it a little bit of drop protection. But I'm going to be honest here, I think this case is more for stopping scuffs and kind of protecting the cameras when you have the phone down like this than it is going to be for any sort of drop protection. This is outrageously thin. So we have a pretty good size cutout for the USB-C port, as well as for the fingerprint sensor and the volume rockers. Taking a look at the screen protector, I also want to point out that this is the anti-reflective screen protector, and that means you're going to add the anti-reflective capability of the S25 Ultra to your Galaxy Z Fold 7. And if I hold these up next to each other, you can see that it's a big difference in reflectiveness. We're going to take a closer look at this a little bit later. For now, I just want to get through all the cases. Next up, we have Samsung's Silicone case. I got the blue one to match the phone. We'll see how well it matches in a minute. Looks like this one also comes with the screen protectors. You also get the same screen protector installation tools and 2 anti-reflective screen protectors. And just like with the Carbon Shield case, this is only a one-piece case that's only going to protect the back of your phone. And something else I noticed in this one here is that there are these little pull tabs, and there's some adhesive here at the bottom and at the top. I'm going to leave these on for now because I'm going to be taking the cases on and off, but if you're going to be putting this case on for an extended period of time, you'd want to pull these tabs off and adhere it to the phone. And just in case you're wondering, no, the Carbon Shield case does not have those adhesives. So let's go ahead and put this on. And this is a very soft silicone. And I like here, if you look at the cameras, there's actually a little shine kind of bezel that they put on it. So you have that little protective lip there, but also a nice little shine that matches the body of the phone. So it is a really nice touch. And this shine piece is either metal or a really shiny piece of plastic, whereas the rest of the case is that silicone texture. At the bottom here, we have a kickstand that pops out. This top with the fold text feels just like silicone, but when you lift it up, you can tell that it's actually a hard piece of plastic under it. And this will let you stand your phone up in landscape mode, as well as portrait mode at a pretty steep angle. And if we open the phone up here, you can see that that also works in any of these orientations. The stand is also spring loaded, but once you push it past a certain point, it snaps closed, and the same for opening. Once you push it past a certain point, it just snaps open. In terms of protection, this is going to be a little bit better than the carbon fiber case because of that cushion of the silicone, but you're still not getting a ton of protection here because the hinge is still fully exposed, and the only thing you're going to have on the front is the screen protector. Taking a look at the bottom, we got a nice cutout for the USB-C port, as well as a pretty good cutout for the fingerprint sensor and the volume rockers. Next up, we have the clear grip case. And again, we get our screen protector accessories, the case itself, and the screen protectors in this pouch. So this one is a hard plastic case that's a little bit flexible, but if you flex this too much, this thing's totally going to crack. And this piece here isn't actually a kickstand, it's actually a grip. So you pull this out and you can have a little grip for your phone. And looking at the corners, you can see that this one does not need those adhesives either. So this is very similar to the carbon case. Let's go ahead and pop this case on. This case would be a good choice if you really want to show off the color of your phone while getting at least a little bit of protection. And if we look at the camera protection, you can see that it does have that raised bezel just a little bit past the cameras, so you could lay the phone on the back without having it touch the cameras. But it's the same amount of protection you get with these other 2 cases. The grip itself is made out of a silicone type material with a kind of a stretchy strap behind it, and you can easily just slide your fingers behind it to hold the phone like that. 4 fingers is a bit tight. I think most people are either going to use 2 or 3 fingers and maybe hold it like this instead. So if you're going to be holding your Fold for extended periods of time, this would be a pretty nice addition to make it a bit more comfortable. And this also has the same cutouts for the USB-C port, as well as the fingerprint sensor and volume rockers. And if we take the case back off and we look at the back side, you'll see these little pull tab things here. If you pull these up, you can actually adjust the tightness of the strap. So you can have it a little bit looser, or if you adjust both of them, you could have it a lot looser on the back. That'll make it kind of stick up a little bit, but it will make it easier for you to get your fingers behind there, especially if you have larger hands. Next up, we have the clear case. And this one also comes with those screen protectors, the tools to install the screen protector, and obviously the case itself. And taking a look at both clear cases, these are literally identical. The only difference between these two is that one has a grip and one doesn't. And one thing you're definitely going to want to do with any of the clear cases before you put them on is make sure that you have no smudges anywhere on it, because they really do show up when you put the case on. So you're going to want to wipe your case down, and you're also going to want to really wipe down the back of your phone to make sure you get all those smudges off. And of course, always use a microfiber cloth. And here's what the fully clear case looks like on the Fold 7. The last Samsung accessory before we get to the MagSafe case is this anti-reflective film, just the film by itself. So we're going to go ahead and open this. This comes with 2 screen protectors in here, and the exact same accessories that the other cases came with in this box. I'm going to install one of these screen protectors now so you guys can see what it looks like on the phone and see how much of a difference it makes. But I'm not going to show you guys the process, because if you just scan this QR code, you're going to get a really good video guide on how to do it. So the installation process is actually super quick and easy, although I do have a couple really tiny marks. You probably can't see them on camera. They're just like these little tiny bubbles, but I'm not going to do anything about that now. Eventually the screen protector will get scratched up, and then I can just replace it with the other one later. But I do want to show you how much of a difference it makes. So I have a Fold 7 with no screen protector on it here on the left, and on the right I have the screen protector attached, and already you can tell it is a massive difference in how much it cuts down the reflections. And if I set both phones to their max brightness, you can see that the screen protector does not make it any more difficult to see the screen. It is just as bright as before. The only difference is that it'll be much easier to see in direct sunlight because you have less glare with the screen protector on. And when it comes to the feel of the screen protector, like running your finger across it, it actually still feels like glass. So I'm actually really impressed with how smooth the screen protector feels. It does not feel like there's any sort of plastic on this at all. And if we look a lot closer at the cutouts, you can see that there is a cutout for the camera, and the screen protector goes right to the edges of the phone. So this is excellent coverage. And compared to the S25 Ultra in my left hand, which has the anti-reflectivity built right into the glass itself, the two look very comparable in person. I also wanted to show you guys this 360 spin magnetic case from Taurus. This is not sponsored. This is actually just the case I picked up for myself. And I've actually already taken this out of the box. As you can see, it comes in 2 pieces. You have the back with the MagSafe ring, and there's also some hinge protection on this one as well. And you also get a front piece to protect the front of the phone, which is something that you don't get with any of Samsung's cases. But the other thing you get in this box are a couple screen protectors as well. So you can see there are 2 regular glass screen protectors with this kit. The one benefit to the Taurus screen protectors is that these are actually glass. Like, this is pretty hard and it will break if I try to bend it at all. So if you prefer glass screen protectors, this might be a better way to go. But you don't get the anti-reflective properties with this screen protector like you do with Samsung screen protectors. So let's go ahead and put this case on. Get the back on and the front. And this case is going to give you way more protection. Obviously, you've got this nice raised lip on the front for a ton of face down drop protection. The case is also thicker for added protection when dropping on the corners. You've got the raised lip to protect your cameras, decent sized cutouts for your fingerprint sensor and volume rockers, as well as your USB-C port. And on the side, you've got that hinge protection, which kind of flaps open like this, so that when you open the phone, it just kind of slides out of the way. And while we're looking at the back, what I love about this MagSafe ring here is that it actually pops out to be a kickstand, and it can rotate 360 degrees. So you could stand your fold up in literally any orientation with this stand. Now, the one downside with this case is that it's much heavier than all these other cases. For perspective, a Fold 7 without a case on comes in at about 7.6 ounces, but with the Taurus case on, it comes in at 9.7 ounces. So that's a pretty significant percentage increase in weight, and you are going to feel it. And just in case you have a Fold 6 for comparison, if we put this guy on, this comes in at 8.6 ounces. So it's only about an ounce heavier than the Fold 6 without a case. And for quick size comparison, here is Samsung's carbon case on the left and the Taurus case on the right. So you can see the Taurus case does add a pretty good amount of bulk. Another important thing to point out about this Taurus case is that since you have this hinge protection, if you put the case down flat on a table, it is going to wobble a little bit. And one problem that's common to all these cases is they are all overpriced. There is no reason this tiny little case here with the screen protectors should retail for almost $100. And the same is true for even this Taurus case. You can often get these on sale, but if you paid full price for this when it was first released, you'd be paying almost $100 for this too. But prices aside, I want to give you guys my quick recommendations now that I've had a chance to use all of these cases. If you just want the slimmest possible protection that looks nice, I'd say this carbon case is probably going to be the best bet for that. It is an outrageously thin case, which may not protect your phone that much, but you are going to get at least a tiny bit of protection. If you've got a vibrant colored Fold 7 like this blue one here, and you want to show off that color, then obviously this clear case is going to be your best bet for that, if you don't mind not having that much protection. If you think you'll get a lot of use out of a kickstand, then either one of these two cases are going to be great. You're going to have more flexibility with the Taurus case because this also has MagSafe as well, but the Taurus case is going to be more expensive than Samsung's case. And if you're someone who's going to be holding your phone for long, extended periods of time, then maybe this grip case might be the one for you. And if you're looking for the best case to protect your phone, add MagSafe functionality, and give you a really usable kickstand, the Taurus case is going to be the way to go, as long as you don't mind the bulk. As a quick reminder, if you haven't picked up a Fold 7 yet and you did want to get one, today is the last day to take advantage of the pre-order deals, as well as my exclusive bonus discount by using my affiliate links in the description and pinned comment. Or if you just wanted to grab one of these cases, I'll have affiliate links to those as well. And since those are affiliate links, it does really help the channel out when you guys use those. So much so that I couldn't afford to purchase all the products I review on this channel without you guys using those links, so a huge thanks to you guys. And if you want to see my initial review of the Fold 7 after a full week of using it, you can check out this video here. Or if you want to learn how to get about 90% of the S Pen functionality back into the S Pen, you can check out this video instead. That's it for this tech episode. Jesus loves you guys, and I'll catch you in the next one.